Hi guys, I'm Manderlin.
And I'm Shadow Duke.
And we're going to be starting a new series on the channel here. So I know lately we haven't really had much time to make guides since we've been a little bit busy lately, and making those guides takes a lot of time to do properly since we have to do research and stuff. But for now, we're going to try and bring you some progress videos in hopes that we can provide more content to you through another means.
I know that typically we do RS3 videos, but for those of you who watched our live streams back then, know that we were very excited for group Ironman. And now that it's finally here, we can finally play it.
Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get into old school. So this is going to be pretty much a whole new experience for me, because I don't really have a lot of experience at all with old school.
I personally have a lot.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it when I made my hardcore Ironman account, but didn't last very long, and I probably only played 5, maybe up to 10 hours in that, so everything's going to be pretty much still new to me in here.
5 to 10 hours might be a little bit much. I think you played less, but
I feel like I spent a little bit of time grinding.
But as for me, my track record is I have a max combat main. He's not maxed completely, just the combat, and the prayer is only at level 80. And I don't really have too many luxuries. I don't even have bandos or anything like that. But I have done like Chamber of Xerix. I haven't done Theater of Blood, so all the bossing, the endgame bossing, is going to be pretty much new for me.
So we're obviously not going to be showing you guys every single level that we get as we skill, because watching all of that's going to get pretty boring. So instead, we're just going to show you some level milestones that we got, or goals that we've reached, and the final level before we switch over to a new activity.
So our group is going to be starting out as a hardcore. Now, we're not actually doing this to play hardcore, we're just doing regular, but there's no point in not starting in hardcore. We don't really expect anything from it. We're probably going to die early on, but that's okay. We're still going to continue even if we die. Some of the goals that we want to achieve are going to be completing Wintertot, just because I don't agree with how punishing it is for higher combat levels. It just doesn't seem fair, so we're going to be a meme and get it out of the way.
I'm actually looking forward to doing that because I never did a skilling boss before, so it's going to be interesting.
Another big goal for us is going to be trying to get Bandos and Arma. Those two armor sets are very iconic, and I feel like those are two good mid to high level goals that we can set early on before we start getting to the end game goals. We don't really care about prestige, because I know once we get to Theater of Blood, we're not going to be able to duo it, so we're going to lose it then, but we'll keep it for as long as we can.
Okay, so of course, our group is going to be called Shadowlin, and Shadow Duke is going to be Golden Tacos, and I'm going to be Draco Tato.
And with all that out of the way, we can now begin our group Ironman.
Yay!
To start things off, we did Cook's Assistant. I made Manderlin get most of the supplies just so that she can get familiarized with the game. And since we were already in Lumbridge, we went ahead and did the Sheep Seer quest for a little bit of crafting experience. The Sea Slug quest was able to get us to level 15 fishing and allowed us to skip the early levels.
And for those of you who've watched our live streams or other videos, you'll know why this is a tragic spot for me and why I'd really rather not walk through here again.
With her, and I couldn't keep up with the two accounts at the same time.
Oh shit! I'm gonna die!
You're literally about to die! Eat, you fool!
Die. What am I? I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Ah, there it is.
Oh my god!
I wasn't paying attention!
But we have to walk through it, so I'm going to go ahead and show her the proper way to get through. So before we actually start doing anything, we're going to need some food. Unfortunately, we forgot to get level 5 thieving while we were in Lumbridge, but luckily for us, there are some men that we can pickpocket here in Ardoin on the second floor of a building. So we did that, we ended up getting to level 5, and now it's time to head to the square and get some cakes so that we can have food for Wintertot. So now the short cake grind begins. I already had some close calls from the guards just attacking me. They can hit 5, so it's pretty easy to get 2 hit and die if you're not paying attention. But I never die, so that's not going to be an issue.
Sadly, we saw one poor soul who died here on a hardcore account. And I guess that'll just serve as an example of what not to do here.
We make an example of you. We ended up stopping at level 20 since that should be enough cakes for a good amount of time, and just got a few silk just so we can trade it later on.
So we worked on doing the Monk's Friend quest to get some easy woodcutting levels to start. As we said before, we kind of want Wintertot to be our priority goal to work towards first, but we still have a lot to do before we can get to that point. And then we did Plague City since we were in the area already and we wanted to get some base skill stats before we do Wintertot so we can get some better loot from the crates. Of course, we need to get to level 50 fire making first, so we want to start working on that now. We chopped all of the logs that we needed to get to 50 fire making, so now we just gotta use them up. We started the grind, but after a little bit we wanted to change it up and do some quests.
Since we are already on the western side of Runescape, we figure we might as well do some agility over in Tree Gnome Stronghold. We need to get to at least level 10 before we can start doing the rooftop agility course. With agility, we're pretty much just going to do it slowly over time in bursts instead of all at once, just so that we don't get burnt out, because agility will do that to people. After we got those agility levels, I went back to fire making in Shear's village.
We decided to start up Druidic Ritual next. Earlier, Jay had a genie lamp that he wanted to use on Herblore, but he couldn't since we didn't complete this quest, so we thought it was a good idea to get this out of the way now.
Mandolin went out to get some of the ores we needed to do Doric's quest, while I went and got some supplies for the fishing contest. Both of these quests are going to give us some early levels in mining and skip some fishing levels.
We were both in the Kandrin region, so we did the Dwarf Cannon quest for even more mining XP. So at this point we have all the logs we need in the bank to reach 50 fire making. But we're also going to need some fletching levels to get some decent XP while we're at Wintertot. So we got to level 20 very quickly in Varrock.
We went to the Ardoin stalls to steal some silk so we can get some money. We're kind of in dire need right now. We need it for runes and other supplies, so silk is going to be the best way to do it, even though we have to wait a little bit to sell it. We then completed Gertrude's cat so we can start accumulating death runes. In hindsight, we probably should have started this quest a long time ago, but at least we started it now.
Jay mentioned how Karambwanji are amazing fish to feed your cat. They don't require any quests to get, they're super fast to catch, and they stack, so it's amazing to save time and space. We fished up a bunch of Karambwanji so we could start raising our cats, but we weren't very good at holding on to them for long. I've definitely lost cats more often than having them grow up.
Unfortunately, I'm in the same boat. I just keep losing all my cats. It's finally time for me to use up all those logs that I had in my bank. I finished them all up and managed to get to level 50 fire making. I made a hardcore in the past where I did level 50 through teaks and burning the logs right away, and I gotta say that's a lot worse than just cutting oak logs and then burning all the logs at once.
Something we should have started a long time ago is farming, but I guess late's better than ever. We bought some seeds from the seed seller in Draenor and started planting in the nearby farm. Coming from a non-Ironman account, I'm so used to just buying all of the seeds I need off the GE, so it's definitely going to be a bit of an adjustment getting them from other means here.
So I managed to get some clue scrolls while doing some skilling, so I went ahead and did those, and my first beginner's clue gave me the best possible loot I could have ever wished for. On a serious note though, the easy clue actually did give me something pretty cool. I got a bob staff. I'm definitely going to be using this for fashion. Probably not training since it doesn't have an element attached to the staff, but I'll probably use it whenever I can.
Something I really miss from RS3 are the lodestones. Traveling has been very annoying since we don't have any teleports. And don't get me started on the run energy. So we wanted to work on Tree Gnome Village to help with that. At some point we also want to raise our magic level so we can unlock more teleports, but getting access to the spirit trees will be a good start for now.
Unfortunately, the Khazar dude hits really hard, and they took my life. We knew there was going to be a very good chance of us dying since he could hit a 10 and that's all the health we had, but we gave it a try anyways.
Bet you guys thought I was gonna die first. It's fine though, we still have one life left.
And nope, because he killed me once again, so bye bye hardcore.
I just want to say that I'm so happy we didn't lose hardcore because of me after my first flop with hardcore.
Hey guys, I'm Shadow Duke.
I'm Manterlin.
And welcome to our normal Ironman series. To start off this account, we got level 13 magic.
Yeah, we're really starting off strong.
And there we go, Tree Gnome Village is now completed. We probably should have gotten some HP levels first, but we wanted to keep it low for Wintertot, so we kind of got punished for that.
Oh well.
I just want to say, in my defense on dying, it was probably Manderlin's fault.
Oh, thanks. Next up, we completed Mistil and Mystery, getting just a little bit more crafting XP. This started a bit of a quest binge for us since we got through X Marks the Spot, Murder Mystery, Rune Mystery, Restless Ghost, and Goblin Diplomacy. We also did Lost Tribe, so we can now use the Bone Crossbow when we finally get the level for it.
Which is not going to be for a very long time, since we're not going to really be training combat until we're done with 99 fire making. Alright, and I think that's a good place to call it for now. I can start Winter Tot, but Manderlin still has a little bit of fire making levels to go.
Yeah, I'll definitely get there by next episode, but for now, just let us know what you guys think of the series so far. We did this episode with a sort of post-recording type of commentary to try that out, but we're also going to try making an episode with live commentary.
If you're enjoying this video, please leave a like and subscribe, so that way you can see more episodes coming out in the near future.
We really do appreciate the support from you and all of our patrons. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye!